I will never see you again. George, Youssef.
I was born in Alexandria, Egypt. Now in Alexandria, there's very few self-standing homes. Everybody lived in apartment complexes. It might be 5, 10 levels high, but everyone lived in those, since land was so scarce. Always at the top level, the roof, all the women would go take their clothes to dry. All the little girls would play a game similar to hopscotch. And all the little boys would be flying kites. It would be very common to look at the skyline and see dozens of kites flying. All of them were handmade. Some of them were very, very intricate. Others were like this dabur. Believe it or not, this is made with one single sheet of paper. And it flies just as well as any kite that you could get at a store. I learned how to make this when I was 5 years old from my 9-year-old cousin, Ramon, who we all call Bulbul. We go on the roof, and the thing is, though, you don't just simply fly a kite to fly a kite. There's a purpose, though. You would see people across town. You see their kite, and you would intentionally fly yours into theirs, get them tangled, and bring them down. It was kind of like gang warfare, but with kites instead of guns. Very, very non-violent. I like it very much. I remember my mom would take me to go visit my cousin Borgo. He was living in the 4th level. I was 5 years old. I'd walk into the building and yell, "Ball, ball!" We'd go upstairs and do crazy stuff like kites. Sometimes we'd get pieces of paper, roll them up, spit in it, and throw at each other. And throw at his older sisters. Back then I thought it was the funnest thing in the world. Now I realize we were just spitting at each other. The innocence of childhood. I remember one time they had a really nice, expensive radio. And Bulbul and I took it apart. And we had no idea how to put it back together. He and I got an Egyptian-style beating that day. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, most honored guests. 5 days ago, we buried my cousin Bulbul. 3 years prior, he was diagnosed with cancer. And he fought the good fight until the very last moment. I saw him going from being almost 200 pounds to being less than 100. All his energy wasting away. And here's the honest truth, ladies and gentlemen. Never once, never have I heard him say, "It's too much, it hurts too much," no matter how much pain I could see he was going through. Never once did he say, "Why me? It's not fair." Even when the doctors at Cedar Sinai told him he has 24 hours to live, his organs are failing, he just told them, "Okay, thank you, I'd like to go home." They took him home, and less than 10 hours later, he had passed away. The next day, relatives came from all over the country. And as common in Egyptian mournings and funerals, the men sat in one room, the women in another. And the men, stoic, macho, hold down our emotions, while the women were wailing and crying, which is how it's normally done in that part of the world. And I was lost in my own world and my own thoughts. And then I heard something that his sister said over and over that really pierced me. She said, "I will never see you again. I will never see you again." I realized the finality, the permanence of this statement, "I will never see you again." For all eternity in this world, I will never see him again. Piece of truth. I looked at all my relatives and I realized that one day I will never see each and one of them again. Maybe because I'm the one that's passing, maybe because of their passing, but one day I will say to all of them what they will say to me, "I will never see you again." And that really crushed me. I couldn't hold my emotions at that point, and I had to let it out. Then I thought of something the Buddhists say. In Buddhist philosophy, they say that death, illness, or old age, they're called the heavenly messengers. Because it's what, when the Buddha saw them, it's what inspired him to follow pursue enlightenment and try to find a way beyond the suffering of the world. And just like they were catalysts for the Buddha to awaken, to find the meaning of life, something higher, they can be the same for us. A bumper sticker that I once saw said, "Life is a sexually transmitted disease with a 100% mortality rate." Let's get this straight. We're all going. There's no exception to this rule. The only question is, in this brief intermission called life, what are we going to do? What are we committed to? Are we going to be just like the little fly that comes and goes? Or are we going to provide purpose for our existence here? Everybody's saying, I'm searching for the meaning of life, I'm searching for the meaning of life. I like what Viktor Frankl said in Man's Search for Meaning. He said, everybody's asking life, what is the meaning? What is the meaning? Never realizing that life's asking us the same thing. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of you? We're very blessed. We get the opportunity to decide what meaning we give to our existence here on earth. We don't always have control over what happens, but we do have control over how we choose to react to them and what we make of what life gives to us. I've heard it said, the best way to go is surrounded by your loved ones in prayer and meditation, to go in ease. The worst way to go is to be surrounded by all your dreams, all your hopes that you did not bring into fruition, surrounding you, telling you that I came to you. Only you could have given me life, and now as you go, I must go with you. And let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, when the moment of truth comes to all of us, and it will come, will our hopes and dreams and aspirations, will they be there cursing and damning us? Or will they be there blessing us, thanking us for giving them life? That's your question.